Today is probably going to get a little emotional, guys, so we are going straight to that and we are going to unpack everything in a way that will hopefully be useful to some of you guys. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fact that I have never had a boyfriend. In my 21 years of existence, I have never had any guy, any man ever say they want to be in an exclusive relationship with me. I have never been asked on a date. I have never been in love with someone. I, to this day, do not know what it's like to be in love with someone. I have experienced situationships and I have been in certain, I guess, romantic dynamics, but I have never been in a relationship. And I truly consider I have never been truly in love with anyone in my life. This was something that seriously made me feel bad for a long time. I seriously had terrible thoughts about the fact that I couldn't seem to get a boyfriend or couldn't seem to be in a relationship. Like, it was something that really affected me mentally for a long time, and it definitely didn't help that people always had opinions about whether or not I had a boyfriend. Like, people always jump to conclusions and they say like, oh, you're probably way too picky, or you're waiting for your Prince Charming. Do not worry, it will come when you least expect it. And all of these things that ultimately make you feel worse about not being in a couple. I know some people mean well when they make these comments, but I genuinely did not once feel supported or feel good about myself when someone was making these comments to me. So, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the things that I learned about never being in love, never being in a relationship, and never dating another human being, because I learned so many things, guys, about myself during this process, and I continue to learn things because I am still single. But these are the main things I wish someone would have told me 2 years ago when I felt like such a failure over not having a boyfriend. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Nicole, and in this channel, I basically share everything about my mentality and like life advice based on my own experience. So, if that is something you resonate with, you can always subscribe to my channel and watch all of my other videos. Okay, first things first, and I want to make this abundantly clear. Like, I feel like I cannot start this video without talking about this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. There is nothing that is making you not be chosen by another human being. I used to think that it was my fault that I didn't have a boyfriend. I used to think there was something wrong with me, because if love came easy to the people around me, if my friends, if women that I knew, if girls that I went to class with were finding it so easy to change boyfriends, because everyone seems to be always in a relationship. Like, when they break a relationship, they are already in a new one in just a couple months. So when I watch other people find relationships so easily, I was like, well, something must be wrong with me, because these people are changing boyfriends like I change socks, and somehow I can manage to get one guy to like me. Are we being for real? Like, that was literally my train of thought. And for so long, I believed there was something wrong with me because men didn't choose me in the way that I wanted to be chosen, or men didn't want to commit to me or be in a relationship with me, and I felt like that was my doing. So I did the worst thing you can do to yourself, which is try to find faults in my personality and try to find things that were making men pull away from me. And I have no shame to admit that I was such a try-hard, guys. I was such a try-hard around men because I wanted to be liked so bad that I think they could literally sense my desperation. Like, my desperation to be liked was evident. So one thing I want to make abundantly clear is that it is not your fault. Nothing you will ever do or ever have in your heart will be the reason why another person doesn't choose you. You shouldn't change anything about yourself, because if you change something to find someone else, if you try to find faults in yourself so that someone else will like you, you ultimately end up in meaningless relationships because this person falls in love with a version of you that doesn't exist. And when you change yourself to please other people, you eventually feel bad about yourself, and you eventually, like, your soul resents you for changing so much, because you will always want to come back to who you truly are and how you truly feel. So if you make someone else fall in love with you or start a relationship with you, and it's not who you are but a version that you have invented so that someone else will like you, that relationship will always fail, because you are not being yourself. You're putting yourself in a cage so that someone else will choose you. How sad is that? How sad is that you have to change yourself so that someone else will choose you? It sounds ridiculous. Why should I? Why should anyone, in fact, why should anyone change themselves so that someone else will choose them? I want to be chosen because of who I am. I want to be chosen because of what I represent. I want to be chosen because of my ideas, my feelings, the way that I express myself, and the way that I see the world. So if you change yourself, you are not giving yourself to find the chance to have someone that genuinely loves and appreciates everything about you. So yeah, guys, do not change yourself to fit into a relationship. Like, there is nothing wrong with you. The right people will come along, and I don't mean this in like a patronizing way, like, oh, don't worry, the right person will come at the right time. You don't have to look for it. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean that you genuinely need to find people that resonate with you. So do not be afraid of waiting a little longer to find someone that appreciates who you are. If you change for someone else, you are not experiencing love. You are experiencing a play. You are acting. And acting can get really fucking tiring. There is a reason why actors have to take breaks from acting from time to time. Like, that is tiring. So imagine if you are acting your entire life around someone to please them. That will be exhausting. Be yourself and be able to find someone that will love you for who you are. And do not think you have to change yourself for someone else. Why should you change yourself? Be yourself and make sure that someone else finds you when you are being your true self. Do not be afraid to be alone. Sometimes you don't even want to be in a relationship, you just don't want to be alone. And this was something that I found recently about myself when I was trying so hard to make one particular guy to like me because I wanted to feel loved. And I eventually realized that I wasn't even in love with this person. I wasn't feeling any type of like feelings, any romantic feelings at all. I just was so afraid of being lonely. I think that is also like society's fault in a certain way. We are programmed to think the world is meant for you. Like, everything around us is expected to be for like couples and for you to be with someone else. Like, even, like buying a house right now in this market, in this economy, is, you can't truly buy a house if you are not in a couple, or if you don't have someone else to do it with. I think the way society is built right now makes us feel like being alone is the worst thing that could happen to us. Because why would we want to be alone in a world that is meant to be shared and enjoyed with someone else? You have to come to terms first with the fact that you are alone, and that is okay. You cannot enter into a relationship without being okay about being alone, because you will always be alone in certain aspects of your life. Like, we came to this world by ourselves and we will live by ourselves. So if you're so afraid of being lonely, of being alone, of not finding your other person, you are never at peace with yourself. You need to fall so in love with yourself that you are not afraid to be alone for a little while, that you are not afraid to not have another person. I think the saying that you have to find your other half has damaged us so much because we think we are incomplete unless we find another person that completes us. You are already complete. You are everything you need. Everything you need is already inside of you. You don't need another person to give it to you. You don't need someone else to provide for you. You don't need someone else to take care of you. Like all of those things you can do yourself. They are already inside of you. So if you're in a couple or you have a partner, that partner will add to you. That partner will help you, but it won't be who you are. It won't be something you need. It will just be something that adds up to what you already have. And so many of us are like waiting for someone else to come because we feel like when we do, when we're in love, we will be complete, right? And we will be, like life will be amazing and we will finally be like at our very best, essentially, and we are complete. You need to be complete yourself. It's like such I don't know, guys, it's like such a difficult concept because I feel like Olivia Rodrigo released an album right now, just in pretty sad for a girl so in love, and I think this album really represents everything that I am trying to share with you guys. Like, a relationship won't cure your issues and won't complete you in the way you want to be completed. You have to complete yourself, and then you can invite someone else for the ride, and you can be like, I want to share my life with you. Like, that's okay, that's fine, that's awesome. But you have to be complete yourself, because if you are not complete yourself, if you are not fine with being alone, what happens if this person leaves? And I'm not even talking about this person breaking up with you. I'm talking about like life circumstances, life tragedies, distance, work, relationship, family. Anything could happen and you could lose this person at any moment, because nothing in this world belongs to us. There is no relationship that belongs to you. So if you do not know how to be on your own, when this person eventually leaves for whatever reason, you will be so lost. You will have no identity. You will not know how to handle life, essentially. Why would you want that? Why would you want to not know how to please yourself and do things for yourself? My third advice is remember that not experiencing romantic love does not mean that you are not loved. For a long time, I felt unloved because I didn't have a partner by my side. I didn't have a boyfriend. I wasn't experiencing like all of those first times and all of those like life experiences that seem so universal to everyone around me. I wasn't experiencing any of that, and I felt like I was so unloved because of it. I felt like there was like a space of my heart that wasn't being filled because there was no one to feel it. And I felt essentially that I was unloved and unappreciated because there was not, because I didn't have a partner to appreciate me. But guys, you have so many people in your life that already loved you. Like, you are full of love already. You do not need a partner. You do not necessarily need romantic love to feel loved. You do not need a partner to love you so that you can experience what love is like. Like, for example, I have a little brother. I experience love when I am with my brother. I experience genuine love and genuine affection. I experience love when I'm with the friends that I choose to love and that I have such an amazing time with, and they give me the love and I give them love back. I experience love then. It isn't all about romantic love. It isn't all about a relationship. It's about acknowledging that your life is already complete and you can find love from a lot of people in a lot of different situations, and not necessarily from someone else, not necessarily from another person or like your other half or like a partner. You do not need romantic love to feel loved. Romantic love is nice, but it's nice the same way that any love is nice. Like, being loved is so nice. And we all want to be loved because when someone else loves us, we feel so special because we are essentially being seen by someone else in such a beautiful way. Because someone loves us so deeply that they see us in our very best always, and they always have our best interest in her. So when we want to be loved by someone else in a romantic way, we are just searching for that feeling. We are just searching for that kind of love. But that kind of love can come from anyone. Can come from a family member, can come from a friend, can come from a teacher. It can literally come from anyone. So stop waiting for someone else, for a man, for a partner to come make you feel love. You are surrounded by love. You just have to appreciate it. You just have to be thankful for the love you already have. Then I beg you, please do not listen to the people that are making comments about yourself, about your status, about you not having a boyfriend, like the amount of people that have come to me to give me advice or to wonder why I single, like, well, I don't know myself. You answer me, like, if you're so curious and you have so much to say, you can tell me why you think I'm single. People, even people that mean well, do not understand that you can be alone and that you can be fine being alone. So they make you feel bad because they are not well. They are not happy with being alone. So they think you must not be happy either. You can be absolutely happy being alone, and that is what they do not get. And people sometimes are mean in the way that they will make you feel like you are being too much or you are asking for a lot, and that is why you are single. I prefer to ask for a lot and I prefer to have standards and stay true to myself that handle some of the situations I see in other people. To handle situations I see other women go through because they do not have standards or they settle because they are afraid they won't find better love. There is always better love. Like, what someone doesn't want to give you is the bare minimum someone else will give you. Like, generally, if someone makes you feel like you are asking for too much, you are not with the right person. Another person will give you exactly that without you asking. And people think that when you do not have a boyfriend, you are being unrealistic, you are being hard, you are being like, you are searching for perfection in a way. And it's not that you're searching for perfection, it's that you want something that is pure and that represents you truly for who you are. Why would I want to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't meet my standards? Why should I lower my standards so that I am in a couple? I am not asking for too much. You are never asking for too much. Your standards are non negotiable. And if you have standards for another person, it means that you already have all those qualities in yourself. I'm not asking for anything I do not have in myself. So I don't think it's unfair to ask that of someone else or expect it from someone else. So when people are like, oh, you probably have way too high standards, oh, you probably, well, someone must. Have you seen what happens to women that do not have standards with men that are bad and that never lift a finger and never do anything from them? Have you seen those women? Because I have seen them and I don't want to be them. Like, that's my personal choice. I refuse to be them. Guys, please, 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 for the love of God, do not settle for anyone. Do not settle for any man, for any friend, for any partner. You should never settle because there is always something better around the corner. And sometimes we think that we won't find anything better, that this is everything we deserve and we already have it. So why would we look for anything else? Why would we risk going for someone else if we already have this? Like, we could lose. We are so afraid to lose, guys. We're afraid that if we separate from a partner that is not good for us, or from a situation that is not good for us, that we will end up worse than we already are. So we stay in situations we do not want to stay in, with people we do not want to stay in, because we worry that what comes later will be worse than what we already have. You will never know if it's worse if you do not search for it. If you stay in the exact position with the exact person you are now, nothing will ever change. And if you are not satisfied with a person right now, like if a partner doesn't satisfy you at this very moment in time, if a partner isn't meeting your needs, he won't meet them later on down the line. He won't magically change one day and be everything you ask him to be. This is why I refuse to settle. Why would I want to settle when I have so much I want to achieve? Like settling is for people that do not have ambition. Do you have ambition? Because I know I have ambition. So why would I ever settle for less than I think I deserve? For less than I actually want? I should have everything I want in life because I deserve it. We all deserve to have everything we want in life. No one should ever think that they do not deserve better. You, of course, you do. So why would you stop and not try to find that? The only way you won't find better is if you don't look for anything better. So you need to stand up for yourself and you need to make sure you're never settling in a situation. That is the mentality we should all acquire. We should always be searching for better. That does not mean changing your man because suddenly your man is not good enough for you. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should always try to find better things. Never settle. Someone who loves you won't ever feel like you're asking for too much. So do not ever settle for anyone or anything or any person. Like, do not settle. Do not settle because the more you settle, the more you lose. And the more you lose, the less, like, the more regret you have in life. And regret is the worst thing, is the absolute worst feeling you can have in your heart. You should never regret anything. You should never regret having a partner. And you should never regret staying with someone because if you regret something, you will eventually resent it. And you will eventually resent the other person because you will feel trapped. And you will feel like this person trapped you and you will become unhappy. But the fact is, you trapped yourself. You trapped yourself by settling and staying with this person. Okay, guys, this was everything for today's video. I hope it was useful to you, and I will always be open to like any comments or like any discussions you guys want to have. As always, it was a pleasure talking to you guys, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye.